welcome to the Mariners versus Mets. And as you can tell, this is not my conventional studio, as you know, the whole hashtag don't quit your day job kind of situation. But I'm going to try to cover the game as much as I possibly can. And hello again, everybody. This is the Rooftop Sports, and I'm covering the Mariners game today as the Mariners have won yesterday recently off the heroics of J.P. Crawford, and he is hoping, and the Mariners are hoping to get the 2 out of 3 to maintain their 1-game division lead, which they do have right now. And no, this is not my house. It's a complicated situation. It's not my house. And also, just want to make sure from the fans, how's my microphone? Just want to make sure that it's working because I'm using this one. And I will be honest with all of you guys that I will not probably be able to finish this game because hashtag don't quit my day job. So to prevent something like this from happening, hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell as well. And also just another warning, my game might be heavily delayed because I'm using Fubo TV, and I tested it since last night and it is not great. So, it's a little bit less clear. Okay, I'm just going to use my phone. All right, how's that? How's the audio? I'm just going to use it without a microphone at this point because what else can I really do? Maybe the echoing atmosphere will make it just a little bit better. But yeah, let me know if you could actually hear my voice because I didn't bring my microphone, just didn't want to bring too much stuff with me. But yeah, I'm using the default. Yep, that's much better. Yep, all right, great. So let's take a look at the standings so far. And I will say that this is going to be a tough game. But before we even look at the standings, let's take a look at the matchup today and what we have for today. We've got George Kirby, who is one of the premier pitchers for the Seattle Mariners, 142 strikeouts and an insane just 14 walks against Tylor Megill, who I added on my fantasy team because I'm extremely desperate to win my fantasy football playoffs. So he is at 7-7 with a 5.29 ERA, has 87 strikeouts, but to 47 walks. So obviously he's a little bit inferior to George Kirby, and that may be just an understatement. But either way, the Mariners offense have got to step up. And yes, Reese Beast, I absolutely agree. It is going to be it could be a low scoring game due to the fact that the Mariners just they typically just don't come up with any run support for George Kirby. And to prove that, let me take a look at the run support stats that I guess he has gotten in the last few. In his last game against Baltimore did not get any run support. The Kansas City game, he didn't get much either until late when he was not even in the game. And in the Chicago White Sox game, he gave up 3 runs, but and that was also the game that they did lose. So the Mariners have actually been 1-2 since when he's been playing. So I think this is going to be a very tough matchup. I know it's just the Mets, but you still got Pete Alonso and you got Daniel Vogelbach to deal with. So it is really going to be a tough task ahead of you. And also great news, everyone. I'm at 705 subscribers since as of this morning, and I was at 695. And now that has really gone up, and I really do appreciate the subs. Please go ahead and make sure to keep hitting that sub button to get me, because the goal right now is get me to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month, because I just want to keep this channel going. Like, I know it's not supposed to be about the money. You're not supposed to have a monetizing mindset, but it is something. I mean, why not get eventually paid to do something that you really do love? And yes, if I really was just doing it for the money, the attitude really would be showing. And also, of course, because I'm in a very limited place right now, I mean, I'm using this off of my phone. Just bear with me on this one, and I really do appreciate that. And as an Animal Sanctuary said a few months ago, the Mariners were in 3rd place. And I asked Triton if he thought the Mariners should come back and get in the lead, and he said, no way, but here we are. I mean, here's my thing. Like, I always believed that this team could still win the division. Now, at that time, maybe I thought it was a little bit out of reach, but I didn't think the playoffs was ever in question, especially as much as this talent has never been in question. I think it's just about the decision makings that just have to be improved by Scott Servais. And at least Nah. I mean, the great decision he did make yesterday was when he did pinch hit Dylan Moore for Dominic Canzone, because Dylan Moore was just off yesterday. It just wasn't his game. But hopefully that will be the better case for today if he's even playing. But let's take a look at the starting lineups for today. And here in the starting lineups, we got J.P. Crawford, who's going to be leading off, followed by Julio Rodriguez, then Teoscar Hernandez, Cal Raleigh, Eugenio Suarez, Dominic Canzone as a designated hitter, Mike Ford as first baseman, because looks like Ty France, he is out. Looks like there's no word on him so far, unless you guys can give me an update on that. Then, yeah, Mike Ford. And then we got Cade Marlowe and Josh Rojas. So, I mean, I don't think it's a totally terrible lineup, but it will look a little bit better if Jared Kelnick comes back. But, yeah, Ty France is out with an elbow injury because of that elbow. Yeah, Animal Sanctuary, I do appreciate that. And I'm glad we can gain a Mariner fan out of that one. So glad I can make some kind of impact in the YouTube community, and let's keep this thing going. And I saw that when I was posting that Jared Kelnick video yesterday and the other day, it looks like there is some demand for some Jared Kelnick videos, which means maybe. So what I'm committed to do is I'm going to keep a track on Jared Kelnick and post any kind of key highlights he does with my narrating, of course, because I don't want to copyright and just copy and paste, because that's cheating and that would destroy the integrity of my channel. And other things to consider as well is on Wednesday, I plan to cover the Modesto Nuts or the Everett Aqua Sox, because I think that one would be a fun game to follow, because the Modesto Nuts, you've got Lazaro Montez, and then you've got Harry Ford and Cole Young in Everett, and they have been playing very well throughout the season. And yes, let's hope that Eugenio Suarez does get that home run so I can keep playing this specific video.
All right, guys, goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it.
Thank you.
Something that we would absolutely like to do, and not right now they're showing the matchup, and I did say it. George Kirby, 10-8, with a 3.28 ERA, 142 strikeouts, 14 walks, against Tyler McGill, 7-7, 5.29 ERA, 82 strikeouts, and 47 walks. So let's hope that George Kirby does play very well. Let's hope the offense steps up, and let's get anything of the offense going. And also, in case you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, and let's get me over to 1,000. Maybe 800 is a little bit more realistic within the next 2 weeks, but I'm really going to start pushing more content. Like, the other thing I'm going to push also, I'm going to start pushing some Seahawks content as well. And if I do have the time, the schedule is friendly to me, I'll even cover Sunday Night Football and even Monday Night Football as long the Mariners aren't playing, and as long as I don't have a don't quit your day job situation. I was almost going to make the don't quit your day job situation for today, but that didn't really happen. I didn't think it was that necessary because I am covering this game. But yeah, I'm probably going to have a don't quit your day job situation because I will not be able to finish this game. If the game started like at, what, 10 o'clock, which I think it should have, then I would have a much better chance of finishing this game. So hopefully this will be a blowout on both sides. Well, of course, not the Mets side, but hopefully a blowout on the Mariners side so I won't feel as guilty missing a huge part of this game. And it looks like the Fubo TV on my end is like seconds off. I really do not like Fubo TV. Hopefully this will not be something that I'll have to deal with all the time. But man, Fubo TV is heavily delayed, so just bear with me. Well, Rooftop, I'll be back within 10 to 20 minutes to make sure we beat the Mets with a Trident. Oh, that's cute. I want to get that Trident. I don't like Tridents. Tridents are a curse, I must say. And since the commercial breaks are going on, I need a little bit of a commercial break because I'm not really going to have any commercial breaks today since I'm limited with what I can do. But here's a commercial.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And yes, go ahead and call that phone number, 425, well, or 206. I don't even remember. That was so unprofessional. But it looks like we got the Mariner Moose against the big ball head. And the only thing I can say about the Mets, wow, 62 and 74. They were expected to be a World Series contender, and so much for that god-awful payroll that they do have. And they're showing the lineup once again. Last night, Dominic Canzone hit his first career pinch hit home run, so congratulations to him. And let's hope that he can maybe hit another home run. And Julio Rodriguez batting .287. He has just been fantastic over the past month. And same with Teoscar Hernandez. And who would have thought that these Mets are a dumpster of a disappointment? And by the way, Bobby Bonilla is still on the payroll of the New York Mets because of that deferment contract that he did take. And you know what? Everyone would have done that. Who wouldn't do that? And now if you think what happened with Bobby Bonilla, between him and Bobby Bonilla and the Mets are bad, think about the fact that he has everyone else has bigger deferment contracts, like Ken Griffey Jr., Chris Davis, formerly of the Baltimore Orioles. It looks like Taylor McGill is warming up at this time, and he has 20 starts, 7-7, 82 strikeouts on 47 walks. So maybe this will be a big walking opportunity for the Seattle Mariners. So we'll see. And Taylor McGill, he has a four-seam fastball. He uses it 54% of the time. He has a slider, a changeup, and a curveball that he doesn't use much. So maybe he'll try to use that curveball, because Mariners players do strike out a lot. The only one who doesn't really, I mean, they all strike out, but it's all about if you can make it up with walks. That would be a really good thing. And on the defense, you got Brandon Nimmo, Stewart at right field, McNeil at left, Batty at third base, Lindor shortstop, Mauricio, the rookie, at second base, Pete Alonso at first base, and Alvarez as their catcher, as if we have to deal with other Alvarezes. But looks like we have a beautiful sunny day right now in the heart of New York. J.P. Crawford is getting ready up to bat, and we'll be underway. And just another warning that I will be very unlikely to finish this entire show, unfortunately. But if it does get finished, I'll just be flattered with amazement. It looks like they got the two little kids going, play ball. So we're going to get ready. Buck Showalter, manager of the New York Mets. He has managed both New York teams. He managed the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. So let's hope that Buck Showalter, that he does. What am I hoping for? But now we got J.P. Crawford up to bat. And here's J.P. Crawford. He's waiting for his first pitch by Brian McGill, or something, Tyler McGill, Brian McGill. And here is the pitch on the way, and it's outside for a ball, and we are underway here at Citibank Field. I have a Citibank credit card. That's my credit card, I must say. And now McGill, he's taking his time. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way, and that is popped up to left field. That popped up. It was actually a fly ball going into the warning track, but it was made the catch. And there is already one down. Only 2 pitches on that one. Not something ideal for a J.P. Crawford at bat. You want that to at least be 5 at bats to put up that wear and tear. And Julio has to be running for MVP. I mean, if he doesn't get the MVP, I won't really care. Like, the award that really matters more is the World Series. And that's all we need. Julio Rodriguez batting .287 with 24 home runs and 88 RBIs. And now here is the pitch, and here it is, and that is inside for a ball. Julio Rodriguez, he has just been absolutely fantastic since joining, since August. He has a 15-game hitting streak. Hopefully he can make it 16. And here is the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, strike one. He got him on that curveball. And let's try this again. Let's hope that Julio Rodriguez can get anything going. Julio Rodriguez, he's waiting. And now here is, man, McGill is so slow. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is going to be a called strike. And that's going to be a 1-2 count for Julio Rodriguez. He's batting .333 in the season against the Mets. I mean, this entire series, but still been playing pretty decent in this series. Not fantastic, but something that something that you can't lose sleep on. And now here is the 1-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Let's hope that we can just keep this going. Julio is now at 2-2 count. And now McGill, very slow pitching style. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him right in the inside corner. And the Mariners already have 2 down. And just by this inning, it seems like it's going to be that kind of game where it is going to be for sure a very long game for the Mariners. That it really does feel like. And now coming up to bat, it is going to be, who is it going to be? It is going to be Teoscar Hernandez batting 3rd in the order this time rather than Eugenio Suarez. We'll see if that works better this time. He's batting .266 with 24 home runs. And here is the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. And McGill, he's looking pretty sharp today. He's only gotten 8 pitches in his belt, and he could get out as early as this pitch. If Teoscar just takes a swing, would most likely be a fly out. And now here is Teoscar. He's waiting, and here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is inside for a ball. 1-1. He's batting .266, 24 home runs, and 84 RBIs. He can very much get to that 30 home run mark, and 100 RBIs could happen. He just has to pick it up. And here's McGill, and here is the pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Man, am I glad I added McGill to my fantasy baseball team. Because I'm on the last day of my playoffs, and I am losing just absolutely big. Teoscar is 3 for 8 in this series. All 3 of those hits turned into RBI. So before that, he was 0 for 5 in the game on Friday against the Mets. So not a good game on that game, but he made it up from yesterday. And my game has completely just took a shit. I have no idea what is going on. Really? This is why I hate Fubo TV. And I have Verizon connection, and it's still not enough. This is awkward. If I get to home run, I'm gonna be really upset. But my signal is pretty much shot right now. But it looks like Teoscar's alive with a 2-2 count. So I got my game back. So I apologize. And here is the 2-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. If anything, my internet connection owes me an apology because I just lost 2 pitches on that game. Teoscar coming back, I don't really see that happening. It has to be like a very cheap contract. And here's the thing, he does strike out a lot, but if he really does pick it up and the playoffs, his value may go up. Now here's Teoscar, and here's the 2-2 pitch, and there's a ground ball, and this should do it. Here is a throw to first, and it is just in time. And the Mets get out of the inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning. Teoscar did make it somewhat of a battle. But now the Mets are going into the second inning, or the first inning. And now a word from our sponsors once again.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
(206-992-4465), 206-992-4465. Give that number a call. And Reesby says George Kirby is going to have to be phenomenal today. I don't see us scoring that much. I mean, whenever George Kirby does pitch, the offense doesn't really do much at all. What really stood out was when he was pitching against Baltimore, absolute dominant effort, but Mariners gave him close to no run support. I think he really did show his frustration I mean, it carried over from that Houston game from game 3 when he was absolutely lights out. Scott Servais should let him pitch a little bit longer. But now we got Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, and Jeff McNeil up to bat. I mean, this is a pretty strong lineup still. Although the team has absolutely been struggling, it's still a formidable opponent to be forced to be reckoned with. And here's George Kirby. I mean, he's already probably feeling the pressure already. He really needs to have a big game. He absolutely does, unfortunately. I mean, you got to feel bad for the guy. He pitches his heart out. And he's had several games where the Mariners did lose in such unacceptable fashion. And once again, my feed is not working. Oh, now it's back. But yeah, George Kirby, he's got a nice four-seam fastball. He's got a sinker, a slider, and a curveball, and a splitter, and a changeup. This guy has 6 pitches. Man, George Kirby is just, he's a force. Now here's Brandon Nimmo waiting for his pitch, and here is the pitch, and that will be in there for a strike with a nice 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Brandon Nimmo batting .260 with 20 home runs, 55 RBIs. Brandon Nimmo did hit his 20th home run against the Mariners on Friday when they had a 1-0 lead. And here's Nimmo's pitch, and that is going to be another strike. It was right outside the strike zone, but we'll take it. And Brandon Nimmo batting .260. Why did I say that again? But 2 pitches in for Kirby so far, and already 2 strikes. And now Kirby, pitch clock going down, and here is the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball, and that's where the wear and tear is going to happen. So George Kirby, he's hoping to strike this guy out, and I'm hoping that my feed doesn't keep just glitching. And that is outside for a ball. It was upstairs. I even turned off my Wi-Fi for like a few of my devices. I guess that wasn't enough. Maybe I should have used my phone. And now here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 2 for 8 in this series. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's upstairs for a ball. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. And my feed's just absolutely behind probably. I'm probably just going to lower the quality if that's even possible. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. 3-2 the full count. I'm going to completely tank the quality of this video on this Fubo. Fubo has been very frustrating. I wonder how they're still in business. They always have delayed games. But yep, I mean, I could care less about the pixels at this point. I just want to be able to cover this game effectively and efficiently. Career versus George Kirby. He is 0 for 2. Probably carried over from last year. And now Nimmo's waiting. And here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. And that is ground ball foul. But yeah, I'm completely tanking the quality of the speed. And Brandon Nimmo still fighting on a 3-2 count. And here is the pitch. And that is fly ball. That's a pop-up. Eugenio Suarez is there. He makes the catch, and we've got 1 down for the Mariners. But that took 8 pitches to get him out. So even though Brandon Nimmo got the out, it was still a quality at bat for him because he did put in that wear and tear on George Kirby. So keep that in mind going forward. And then once again, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Let's get me over to, help me get to 720 by the end of this day. Getting to 720 would be nice. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Actually 730, so I can stay on pace to get that magic number of 1,000 by the end of September. So help me get to 730. Let's do 730, 1 day at a time, right? All right, here's Francisco Lindor. And now here is the pitch. And that is popped up and foul. It was well out of play. 0-2 count for Francisco Lindor. So already in 2 pitches, got 2 strikes, so not bad for George Kirby, but we want to get out of this inning fast. Francisco Lindor, career versus George Kirby, hasn't really done much. 2 for 8 in this series. Now here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, and foul ball again. The Mets are finding a way to at least make contact on George Kirby. As much as George Kirby has been very efficient with his location, with the exception against Brandon Nimmo, he's still having his problems. George Kirby's doing that little thing right there. And now here is the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is foul ball again. And we'll keep this going. This could be problems for George Kirby. If this pitch count keeps going up, the next thing you know, the bullpen is going to have to be used. And I don't want to use the bullpen because we got to save the bullpen for the playoffs if the Mariners even make the playoffs, of course, but they do have a division lead. George Kirby, pitch clock going down, and here is the 0-2 pitch, and foul ball again. Got him on that curveball. And it's still an 0-2 count. Maybe if I'm George Kirby, maybe pitch something a little bit outside. Make something nasty. Because if you already have the 2-strike advantage, what do you got to lose if you miss the strike zone on this one? I think he's going to try to pitch a little bit outside or maybe like a little bit down low. Let's see if he does. And here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is a fly ball, foul ball again. And that just missed the home run. That could have easily been a home run, but fortunately it wasn't. Francisco Lindor is batting .250. George Kirby still working on an 0-2 count. This is going a little bit too long. He's at 14 pitches already. Now here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, and here's a ground ball to Josh Rowe, and it gets on by him, and that should be charged as an error. And now we have Lindor on first base, and Rojas really did show his frustrations on that one. And unfortunately, now the Mets have a guy on first base. And here's that replay. And Josh Rojas, he just had to do that. It was an error by Josh Rojas, so that's got to be an error. I mean, I don't think that should be a hit at all. And now here is whoever this guy is. Well, I'll find out in a moment. Jeff McNeil, and here is a fly ball popped up, goes to J.P. Crawford. He's there. He makes the catch, and we've got 2 down. I mean, Josh Rojas really should have made that play. I'm just taking notes on the highlights of the game so I can put them into YouTube shorts. And now we got Pete Alonso, the best player, best hitter on the New York Mets. .220 with 39 home runs and 96 RBIs. Home run derby competitor. Let's see if he can get Pete Alonso out from George Kirby. And here's the pitch, and that is lined fouled back. That's going to be strike 1. We'll take the free strikes when we can. Kirby at 17 pitches already, so this is not a good inning for George Kirby. As much as he has gotten the 2 outs and gotten the guys to jam up and pop up, it's still concerning when you have 17 pitches and it's not even the second inning yet. Pete Alonso 2 for 9 in this series. And now here is the 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's foul ball again. We'll take it, but you got to get a strikeout on this one. With 0-2, maybe put something down low or put something where he is cold, but maybe get him to bite somewhere. And, of course, you put it in the inside. And those are the toughest pitches to kind of do, is trying to put him inside. Let's see if he can get anything out of this. Pete Alonso's now 2 for 9 in this series. Hasn't really done much for this team in this series. And the throw back to first and gets back in time. And looks like Lindor having a little bit of a laughing moment. A little bit of a trash-talking banter or something. They're laughing, that's what it is. But George Kirby is just staying focused. He doesn't want anything to do with anything. And George Kirby got an 0-2 count on Pete Alonso. And here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's down low for a ball. He was really trying to fool him on that one, but he was not fooled one bit. And we'll try this again. I'm going to lower my quality again. This streaming thing's going to be a nightmare. Hate to say it. Now, George Kirby, 19 pitches so far. I'm on the lowest possible quality on this stream. And I'm okay with it. As long as I can just cover the game, that's all I care about. Pete Alonso is batting .220 still. Let's make it .219 or .218 or something. And now here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's foul ball again. And we will try this again. Man, I mean, George Kirby's just doing what he can, but now he's on 20 pitches at least. And he has a really hard hit rate, too. Where do they get these statistics? Whoever is the statistician, I certainly don't want his job or her job or its job. I don't know. All right, George Kirby. It's on 1-2 count. And now he is going to, is he going to pitch? Oh, the throw to first, and back in time is Lindor. He just wants to keep him in line. Doesn't want anything to happen. It's a 1-2 count so far. And now he's got what he wants. And here, oh, and Lindor goes, and here's the pitch, and it's a line drive base hit, and this could be trouble. I think Lindor's going to try to run. I think they're running around home, and the throw to the plate, and it is, oh, and it was off, and that cutoff didn't help, and the throw to second, and nobody is out, and now looks like the Mets are on the board, and the Mets lead it now 1-0 off a Pete Alonso single, and there must have been that thrown off where Lindor was trying to steal second, and now the Mets are on the board 1-0. And when it's a George Kirby game, when it's 1-0, it's pretty much as good as done, unfortunately. Lindor with an RBI in the bottom of the first, and that error of Josh Rojas is really biting them. Like, I knew that it was going to bite him for sure. And now Lindor and Julio Rodriguez tried to do something, throw home, but that bounce really did not help at all. The throwing arm just wasn't there for Julio Rodriguez. Don't know why. Now here's Daniel Vogelbach. 229 with 13 home runs and 44 RBIs. And now here is the pitch, and that is a strike. He just swung and missed that one completely. Daniel Vogelbach batting 229 with 13 home runs. He is remembered for that game-winning heroics in the bottom of the 8th inning in the first game off Andres Munoz. It's 2 for 8 in the series, so he hasn't done much since. And now here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is a swing and a miss again for a strike 2. Let's hope that George Kirby can get out of this one. Already, this is an absolute nightmare. Already 23 pitches in, and you are down 1-0 against the New York Mets. I'm telling you, the New York Mets. Now, here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, down in the dirt, and it's going to be a 1-2 count. Daniel Vogelbach against lefties doesn't do much, but against the righties, that's when he does his stuff because he's a very matchup base. He only plays against the righties. Doesn't do well against the lefties, I guess. And Vogelbach is waiting. And now here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's upstairs for a ball, 2-2. And George Kirby is just struggling this inning. I mean, at this rate, the bullpen might actually get some work. And I do have a couple of players on my fantasy baseball team, and they may get some points for me as well if they even pitch well. George Kirby working on a 2-2 count. See if he can get this guy out. And now here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Mets do some damage, and that is a 1-0 game. And we will be back after these messages.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you want to get that number, 206-965, I don't even know this phone number. This is embarrassing, but now the Mariners are down 1-0. It was a Pete Alonso RBI double. Now the Mariners are behind, and they got to make up for it. I mean, what's George Kirby? When you're down 1, it feels like you're down by 10. Because the Mariners it seems that they just go out of their way to not even provide run support whatsoever for the hard-working George Kirby. And now they're showing some nostalgia about past players from the Dominican Republic and African-American players that they're talking about. I guess they're going for a little bit of a PC thing. Makes me want to play my commercial again. Oh, I just sounded like that, didn't I? But now I have 0 viewers so far, unfortunately. But I'm still going to keep this game going because I could use some YouTube shorts out of it. And now we've got Cal Raleigh. He's up. And we are back from the break. And that was an error on that Francisco Lindor getting on base kind of situation. And Cal Raleigh, last time he played in New York last year, he hit a home run. So they did play in New York last year. And it was a nice home run. Hopefully, let's see if Cal Raleigh can do it again, because we really do need that help. Now here is Cal Raleigh up to bat. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Cal Raleigh batting .229 with 25 home runs and 64 RBIs. Cal Raleigh working on the 1-0. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Went right back into it. And now we're working on a 1-1 count for Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh against the Mets last season was batting .286. No home runs. Well, they said season. Oh, this season. .286. So he's done a little bit of something. And now here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. And that's going to be upstairs for a ball. Cal Raleigh 2 for 7 in this series. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So he does have some kind of fastball at least. Now we're looking at the 2-1. He's waiting for his pitch. And now here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be ball 3. 3-1 the count. Hopefully we can get this guy some walking, since we really need something. Got to get some offense going. Because we can't just – we cannot leave this series going 1-3 against a team that like literally just went on a fire sale. You cannot lose games like that. And I don't want to hear this whole rhetoric of it's just one game. I've heard that. It's getting really old. Did you say that in 2014? Of course you did, when they missed the playoffs by 1 game. 3-1 count for Cal Raleigh. And here's the pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And give me just a moment. Have a don't quit your day job situation. And looks like I am back. I do apologize, but man, this is a disaster. And now here's the pitch to Mike Ford. And here is a fly ball to right field. Is that going to go? Oh, and it is caught by Stewart. Wait, this is not even, I know it's 2 outs. But yeah, he made that catch, that's for sure. I'm really late on this. This game is really not working well at all. Cade Marlowe is up to bat. It's a 1-1 count. My game is absolutely behind, that's for sure. Cade Marlowe batting 190. Man, Fubo TV is awful. They are not getting my $100 on this one. Not at all. I am not doing this again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's a ball. But yeah, this is not going to work. I tried something. It was good to test something. Just didn't work. And now here is the 2-1 pitch for Cade Marlowe. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And also, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button when you get the best opportunity possible. And Cade Marlowe is waiting on a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. And looks like I'm going to just do this.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And in case if you like those services, give that number a call when you get the opportunity. And I'm also still at 705, and I'm having a very difficult day with this live stream. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The value that I do bring to this is I provide those live shows whenever I can, provide the highlights for each game, which looks like you guys do like so far. Other value is going to cover some minor league baseball once in a while. And also going to be very consistent on the Seattle Seahawks as well. Going to cover their games as much as I can. Do those post-game shows for the Mariners as usual as I do. And I'm going to have another one after this game, of course. And hopefully the Mariners can actually win this one because this is a very frustrating start for George Kirby already. He should have been out of that inning, but that critical error by Josh Rojas really did hurt them. And now we are back from the break, and they're showing this wild pitch that just happened. The catcher had to dive for it and still didn't catch it. That is such a New York Met thing to do, but they've already made up for with that Pete Alonso RBI double. And once again, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Get me over to 730 by the end of this day. I think it's possible. Now, I think this is Stewart. He hit the 3-run home run yesterday, and here's the pitch, and that is a ball. It was upstairs for a ball. He's batting .277 with 10 home runs and 21 RBIs. He's having a pretty decent season, I must say. In limited time he's played. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is a ball. I think that should have been a strike, but they called it a ball. DJ Stewart is 2 for 8 in this series. And now here is the 2-0 pitch, and that is going to be a strike. I mean, even though I don't have any views on this, I don't really care. If I don't get views, I don't get views. It's just what it is. As long as I can get the shorts out of it, that's what really matters. And now here is the 2-1 pitch on the way, and that is a swing and a foul ball, strike 2. I'm gonna test something. Okay, I guess it doesn't work that way, huh? I was gonna try to like test my camera to see if it works better. Now here's DJ Stewart. He's on a 2-2 count so far. And now here is the 2-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. Still a 2-2 count. I'm gonna try to fix the camera setting on this one later. And here's DJ Stewart. He's waiting on his pitch. 31 pitches for Kirby, and 2-2 pitch. Foul ball again, and the New York Mets are just frustrating George Kirby right now. It is 2-2. 32 pitches for Kirby. Like, he is already just feeling it. The Mets have really just been battering him with all those foul balls, and that it was only a matter of time that the Mets would actually score. And this could just be, it could end up like this, 1-0, or the Mariners just don't score at all. George Kirby, and here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is strikeout, I believe, number 2 for George Kirby. It was a nice strikeout by George Kirby. And that's going to be 1 out. Unfortunately, just 1 out. Say Kirby, K, bottom 2. Okay. And now here is the pitch to Mauricio, and that's going to be up high for a ball. Batting .571. He is one of the younger guys. He did make his major league debut on Friday, I believe. But Kirby is now on 34 pitches right now. He's got to get it less than 40. And here's the 1-0, and that is a nice curveball for a strike. Kirby's got really just amazing stuff, but the hitters still find a way to get something out of him. They still found a way. It was only because of that Josh Rojas error. 4 for 7 this series, and here's the 1-1. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 2 for George Kirby. Ronnie Mauricio is now 4 for 7 in this series. He has 36 pitches in for George Kirby. This is not exactly an ideal situation for George Kirby. Getting close to 40 pitches, and you're only at 1 out. I mean, at this pace, George Kirby's probably going to get pulled like in no time. I hate to say it. And my feed just keeps taking a shit again. Oh, no, I'm good. George Kirby working on the 1-2. And here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, down low for a ball. 2-2 the count. I mean, with all the 5 starters the Mariners have, they at least have a pretty good shot of always winning these games. But it's always these lack of run supports that happen, and sometimes even with run support, the pitching just doesn't do it either. It's just like Luis Castillo. I don't think he should be Cy Young Award. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and here's a ground ball, and that is a base hit to center field. And Ronnie Mauricio has been playing extremely well in this series for the New York Mets, and he is on board with a hit. Electric Factory shirt night against the Dodgers. You know what I would like? I know this sounds political, but I would like a Catholics night to throw shade at the Dodgers. That'd be nice. But I don't see that happening, I guess, unfortunately. In case if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification for more content. Hoping that my videos do something. And now here's the pitch. And that's a foul ball for Brett Baty. He's batting .216 with 7 home runs and 27 RBIs. It's like my JP Crawford video from yesterday is really picking up. Hopefully, we can just turn in the subs. That'd be great. Only turn to 1. Maybe at least 5 would be nice. Here's Brett Baty. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count. And Fubo TV is just absolutely just atrocious, I must say. And here's Brett Baty once again, 1 for 4 in this series. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is a fly ball to left field, but should be there. Makes the catch by Cade Marlowe, and now got 2 down. And hopefully the Mariners can get out of this one quickly, because now you're at 41 pitches. You're almost halfway to the point where Scott Service usually takes you out. And we still need George Kirby to be George Kirby in this game. And it's just really unfortunate that he just almost never gets that run support. Francisco Alvarez batting .211 with 21 home runs and 47 RBIs. George Kirby at bottom of the second right now. And here's the pitch. And that's a strike, and the throw to second base. Is he out? He is safe. A stolen base by Mauricio. But at least we got a strike out of that one. But man, it seems that George Kirby it just never happens. He threw to second base. It wasn't even close because he's got the speed, no question about that. Now here's Alvarez. It's waiting on an 0-1 count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And you're now just 1 strike away from just getting out of this inning. Like, it just really needs to happen. When you're at an 0-2 count, you just got to get out of this. And you're only 1 for 5 in the series. And now, here is the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that's inside for a ball. George Kirby tried to get him in there from the insides. But if the Mariners cannot, I mean, I just don't see the score happening. It's just whenever George Kirby gives up a run this early, it seems like the offense just gives up and there's just no fight. And here's Alvarez. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that is down low for a ball again. And George Kirby just can't get out of this inning. Like, the amount of frustrations on this game is just just excruciating. Francisco Alvarez waiting on a 2-2 count, 45 pitches for Kirby. It's going to be 46. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And that is a fly ball to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And we got Mauricio. He's going to score. And the Mets have now extended their lead to 2-0. And they are really making George Kirby work. He is now at 46 pitches and another RBI by Alvarez. Just a RBI. And it was just nicely hit by him. He got the pitch he wanted, and it just dropped in for a base hit. There was almost nothing that Cade Marlowe really could have done. It just dropped in just like that. And now we've got 46 pitches in for George Kirby, and it's only the second inning, bottom of the second. And here is the pitch, and that is down low for a ball. Brandon Nimmo is up to the plate. So that was their number 9 batter, getting the RBI, showing his value. Someone that hits 21 home runs, pretty valuable guy at the 9th in the order. Brandon Nimmo is batting leadoff. George Kirby at 47 pitches. And now here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1 the count for Brandon Nimmo. George Kirby is now at 48 pitches. That is 25 pitches per inning. And now Brandon Nimmo, he is waiting for his count, and I'm getting don't quit your day job situation once again. Sorry. And I'm back once again, and thankfully nothing much has happened except a J.P. Crawford strikeout. And man, this is really not working at all. I mean, I tried something. A lot of things happen. It's just hashtag don't quit your day job. My day job that I have is extremely demanding. Now here is Julio Rodriguez up to bat, and here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball right to the third baseman. The throw to first, and it is in time. And that will retire the side once again. And I will say it, this is like probably one of the top 5 frustrating games so far. George Kirby's frustrated because he's just getting fouled to the moon, and it got them 2 runs, and the Mariners are just coming up with no offense whatsoever. But we'll be back from this break as I need a breather.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
We are back from the break, and basically at this point, this live game is not really to provide a live game at all. It's basically just to do shootings for my. It's basically just shootings to do. Well, yeah, I'm just trying to test my camera again. Basically, just give me short footages to work with. I only have a few. And unfortunately, I did miss that Josh Rojas because I was in a call because hashtag don't quit your day job. But Josh Rojas is working on the bottom of the first. I got that one. That was an error. Lindor, bottom of the first, RBI. George Kirby. Yep. And then let's do bottom of the second. Bottom 2, Alvarez. And hopefully the Mariners can at least not give up a run on this inning because there is a ground ball foul because they have given up they've given up a run every single inning. And I will say like it seems that the George Kirby games they're just really frustrating to say the least. I'm going to look up George Kirby's numbers when I have the chance. And now here is the pitch. And there is a line drive, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And the New York Mets just keep on playing. They are playing like they were favored to win the World Series. And this is exactly why fans should not be saying, oh, it's just one game from Friday. Well, if the Mariners at least won on Friday, then at least losing this game wouldn't have been as painful. And if the Mariners lose this game, then you have to depend on the Yankees to win again, which I don't see happening. Then you have to depend on Texas losing. That's the thing. When you lose, you have to depend on others to lose. And now here is Pete Alonso. He did get the RBI double 2 innings ago. And now here is the pitch from George Kirby. And that is down low for a strike. Down low for a ball. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to look up all the games where George Kirby was playing. And now here is Pete Alonso. He's waiting for his pitch right now. And here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball again. And just to remind you, the Mariners have no outs right now. Like, if I was a betting man, I would have said the Mariners would have lost this game because when you have George Kirby pitching, you're never going to get run support. And the amount of run support he gets is just ridiculously bad. In the last month, he didn't really get much run support at all. And now here is the 1-1 pitch to Pete Alonso. And that is foul ball again, strike 2. And they are just at least making contact, which is, it's just really frustrating that you just can't get these guys out because they're just hitting that foul ball. So it's just a matter of just being very unlucky. But that Josh Rojas error kind of did just ruin that momentum that they somewhat had of just scraping by. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is drilled to left field, and this is going to be trouble, and that is gone. Pete Alonso just hit a 2-run home run, and now the Mets lead it 4-0, and this game is really just getting out of control. Pete Alonso hit a nice little liner to left field, and now the Mets are up 4-0. I better keep note of that. And that's the thing, like, even with a team like the Mets, you just don't want to underestimate them, because even though they had this fire sale thing going on, you still gotta play to win the game. Like, you can't just sag off on these guys. And it seems that, and here's Daniel Vogelbach, and that is going to be a strike. And already this game is just already exhausting to cover because nothing seems to be right going on right now. And now here's the pitch to Vogelbach, and that's going to be a ball. And you can tell that George Kirby, this is a very frustrating game. He's already at 85. He's already at 60 pitches. I don't think he's even going to go into the 6th inning. He'll be lucky to even pitch into the 5th inning, but I think he's gone after a few. And here is the pitch to Vogelbach, and that's going to be a strike. Finally a strike, it seems. Well, at least I can put in highlights for the Mets, I guess. And now here's Daniel Vogelbach, batting .228, and here's the pitch, and that's foul ball again. And they are just finding ways to just get off of them. And if I were the bullpen, if I were Scott Service, you gotta get your men warmed up. I mean, I know I don't like using the bullpen too much, but for a game like this is where your bullpen will be absolutely be needed. Because there are games where Scott Service unnecessarily uses the bullpen too much when they're winning, but then when they're losing, he doesn't pull starters when he should, because George Kirby is just having an off game today. And uncharacteristically, he's been pretty off in the past month. My game feed is just absolutely awful. This is just Fubo TV is just a disaster. It's still pinwheeling. And now here is the pitch to Vogelbach, and here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's a ball. I mean, you would think that would be a strike. And Cal Raleigh really tried to sell it to him, but it just didn't happen. And my game is just criminally just being off pace. It's now a 2-2 count on Daniel Vogelbach. And this has been a difficult game for the Mariners. I mean, you lose this series, then you go into Cincinnati where they're playing for actually something, and then you go into Tampa. So this is the stretch where the Mariners could actually experience some problems, and you've got to win at least 2 out of 3 on both of these series. And my game is pretty much dead. It's just pinwheeling of death, and it's just frozen on the screen. If you want to see it, here's a look. That's literally where it's at right now. And there's the pitch, and there's a ground ball right to JP Crawford, throw the first, and that is in time. But yeah, I do apologize, everyone. But hey, if you want something like this to be prevented, hit that subscribe button, please, because I definitely want to grow this channel. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. It has nothing to do with the money. It's everything to do with just growing a legacy of my sporting fandom brand. And now here is Stewart, and here's the pitch, and that's swing and a miss, strike 1. Bright side for me is my JP Crawford video is going up. It's just need the subs to make it happen. Now here's the pitch, and that is down low in the dirt for ball 1. And looks like we got activity already in the bullpen. Number 54, whoever that guy is, I think that's Dominic Leone. He is now in the bullpen, so it looks like they're just doing mop-up time. It seems that Scott Service has already thrown in the towel in this game. And now here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is swing and a miss, strike 2. I mean, I don't see how the Mariners can come back out of this one. When you have a pitcher named George Kirby that I guess the offense is cursed when he's pitching, just like he has the Felix treatment, unfortunately. I mean, when you don't have the offense, you're just putting pressure on Kirby. And here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. At least George Kirby gets out of that one. And now there's 2 outs for the Seattle Mariners. George Kirby now at 71 pitches. It was a nice pitch to get him out, and now there's 2 outs. Here's George Kirby with another pitch. Here it is to Mauricio, who did cause the problems in the last inning. And just to think that everyone seems to be getting a round trip on their at-bats, this is going to be trouble. And now here's the 0-1 pitch to Mauricio, and that is a ground ball, should be playable. Here's Mike Ford, the underhand to Kirby, and that will retire the side. But the Mets come up with 2 more runs, and now they lead 4-0, and we'll be back after these sponsors. I, of course, need a break from that frustrating inning.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Five 425 or 206-992-4465, 206-992-4465, and man, what a game this has been. Unfortunately, they're showing that Pat Mahomes commercial right now, but this is how I feel from this game. No! Exactly how I feel, but they still got they still have to figure it out. Like, if this offense has been like as capable as they has been, they should have no problem scoring. Like, they should not let this 4-0 game get to the best of them at all, because it's just pretty crappy when they're just allowing it to get to their heads. But that's where you need the manager to like inspire them, like get them going. But Scott Service doesn't do those kind of leadership. That's just not who he is, unfortunately. He's just a laid-back guy that makes very critical decisions. And I would say if Kirby even gets one guy on the base, I think you got to put the bullpen in there. And Teoscar Hernandez takes it for a strike. And this team and the Mariners, I don't even know if they've even got a hit so far, with the exception of like maybe one of those innings. And now here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Teoscar. And here's a ground ball to third base. Should be playable. The barehanded throw to first. And that is in time once again. And this infield has absolutely been lights out. They are just taking it to them. And if Scott Service want a challenge on that one? Sounds like he would, because he does seem a little bit desperate. And there was a nice little blooper. It did take some time, and Batty it was a nice barehanded play. And could that be safe? And that might just be safe. I think that is a reviewable play. Maybe it is at least on a review. And I think Teoscar actually might be safe on that one. And they're not even going to take a look at it at all. Service does not do the challenge whatsoever. And now we're moving on to Cal Raleigh. And now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And this offense is just coming up with absolutely nothing. And I will say this. If the Mariners lose this game, you know tomorrow they're going to say, oh, the offense is bad. It's bad. It's bad. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that gets inside for ball one. So Cal Raleigh gets away with that one. That was a strike, so the umpire the Mariners really got away with that. They're still showing that bumble act. So cringe. And now here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. And that's a strike. And that one was outside the strike zone. Cal Raleigh's having some words with the umpire. He did not like that call. It was outside, but he's still talking to the umpire. I would probably keep your mouth shut so you don't end up getting ejected, because last thing we need is our key players to be ejected. And George Kirby has not had a good game so far, so the offense really has to make up for it. Now Cal Raleigh's waiting. And here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, down in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 count for Cal Raleigh. This has just been a very frustrating game for the Mariners, to say the least. Cal Raleigh still working on a 2-2 count. Can he get anything out of this? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Mariners already have 2 outs. And just a reminder, McGill has a terrible strikeout to walk ratio, and he's just striking out the storm. At least he's helping my fantasy team. I'll say that, because he's gotten no runs out of it. McGill is now 4 strikeouts on 53 pitches, very efficient. And now here's the pitch to Gino Suarez, who's actually hitting a little bit lower than Cal Raleigh. I'm not exactly liking that decision. I did say that the lineup was like okay, but now I don't like it with Gino Suarez being a little bit down there. He should be the 4 batter, make Cal Raleigh the 5th. These lineups just questionable. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is a foul ball. At least getting contact out of that one. But Suarez, we really need you to get that home run, because if you can't get a home run on this, especially with 2 outs, I mean, you can forget about this game. Like, it's 4-0 game, and you're pretty much assuming that it's pretty much going to be over. And now here is Suarez, the 1-1 pitch on the way, and that hit him, and that will get Suarez on base. And now we got a man on first for Eugenio Suarez, hoping that he is okay. Looks like he is. And now we got runners on first. Buck Showalter is like, no, you're good, man. We're good. Mariners ain't going to score shit anyway. And that was an inside pitch that hit him in the elbow, and hopefully he's okay. But we got to take every bit of base that we could get so the Mariners can get some scoring going, because it would just be really nice to get anything going at this point. And now up to bat is Dominic Canzone, who hit the home run yesterday to extend that lead for the Mariners to make it 6-3. Hopefully he can get another one. And here's the pitch, and that is inside for a strike. And this umpire's strike zone is just off. And Canzone was not happy with that call. Canzone, he's waiting for his pitch. It's 0-1. McGill just checks the runner at first. Dominic Canzone batting 246. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball, strike 2. Now the Mariners are down to that final strike, and hopefully at least they can come up with something to get anything going for this team. They got to score, because if they don't score, they're really going to be in a very deep hole. Dominic Canzone, he's waiting. He's 1 for 1 with a single, so at least he is contributing somewhat for the team. And now here's Canzone. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a fly ball to deep right field. It's still going, and that is gone. A home run by Dominic Canzone, and the Mariners get on the board. It is now the Mets 4 and the Mariners 2. And Dominic Canzone, I guess they got that little money sign going out there, and he puts it on the board, and now we got a brand new ball game of 4-2. And hopefully they can get this confidence going to get the Mariners into more of a scoring momentum going. And I would not do the Trident, because you're still down. If you were doing this on a blowout, then sure, maybe. But I think that Trident celebration is just disrespectful. I don't like the Trident celebration. Here's the pitch to Mike Ford, and that is in there for a strike. But at least the Mariners guaranteed themselves that they're not going to get shut out, which that did seem to be the case. And Dominic Canzone's waiting. That's 2 straight games with a home run, by the way. And that would mean Mike Ford is waiting. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is down low for a ball. 0-1-1. Canzone with those nice sunglasses, must say. But the Mariners have got to win this game. Like, you can't go into this game and be okay with losing, because I mean, even if the other teams lose, it would still be a lost opportunity, I have to say. So hopefully they can pick up some steam. And will my Fubo just please oh my God. This Fubo thing is just so frustrating. I have Verizon internet hotspot and it's still not enough. Only on 2 devices too. I gotta turn it off on something. It's like, come on. And Mike Ford, he is waiting for his pitch. It's just the worst timing possible. And now here's Mike Ford. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here is a fly ball to deep right field. Is that still going? It is gone. And now the Mariners are only down 4-3 with a home run for Mike Ford. That is home run number 13 or 14. I can't really say for sure because I don't see the score, but that was just blasted out of there. And the Mariners are down by 1. What a hit by Mike Ford. And hopefully the Mariners can really take this confidence and win this game and win this series. And so my Fubo doesn't keep taking a crapper. Oh, I guess my tablet needs to be turned off too. I guess it doesn't want more than 2 devices. And I just missed the base hit, by the way, by Cade Marlowe. And even then, it's still not enough. This game's been very frustrating. The Mariners are still losing, and my Fubo feed is just absolutely atrocious. And by the way, just a friendly reminder, I'm using my freaking Verizon hotspot, and it's still letting me down. Because Fubo does not like being used on a phone, apparently. Like, out of all things, Root Sports just had to use Fubo. You couldn't go on YouTube. Like, if you go on YouTube, you wouldn't have this kind of problem. Anyways, I mean, this game's been immensely frustrating to follow, but, you know, hashtag don't quit your day job. My game just keeps freezing. And here's McGill. He's pitching to Josh Rojas, who's been playing pretty well for the Mariners since that trade. And the throw to first base, and he is safe. Barely gets back in time, does Cade Marlowe. Pete Alonso is just looking at the dugout and looks like there's some kind of conversation going on. I wonder what that's all about. Who knows? But all I know is my game is extremely behind, which is why nobody's watching, and I don't blame you all for it. Here's the pitch to Josh Rojas, and it's upstairs and the throw to first, and it's still safe because Cade Marlowe is a base-stealing threat. So I guess Cade Marlowe doesn't really have much of an opportunity to steal the base at all. And hopefully I will not have to be in this situation again. Here's Josh Rojas. Josh Rojas is up to bat. He did fly out last time in the third. I just keep getting pinwheeled to death. And now here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is upstairs for a ball. And Josh Rojas is waiting on a 2-0 count. Yes, I'm flipping off my computer because it just will not. Out of all things, they just had to use Fubo TV. That was the frustrating part. Couldn't use YouTube TV, could you? Because it was, quote, too expensive. But you're making more money this year because the Mariners are playing better. I really am losing my composure on this one. I do apologize, everyone. Like, it's not you guys. And Josh Rojas did just strike out, as he did express his frustration, just like I'm expressing my frustrations so much that I got to play this commercial. But the feed was working fine when the Mets were playing the offense, right?
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you're looking for some services, go ahead and do that. Might as well make a YouTube short out of it, but if you want to know how glitchy my game is right now, whoa. That is literally where my game is at. I mean, there's nothing really much I could do. Like, I'm on Verizon hotspot, and somehow it is still not enough to cover this game. And I'm only on 2 devices. Like, I'm using my camera for this. Like, I can only do this at home. Like, I just cannot cover this game at all. Now they're showing how cool the Mariners are with their marketing tactics. But I'm just going to put in a short. Just going to at least make something funny out of it. And looks like George Kirby may just be done for the day. They're going to pull out the bullpen. And I'm also going to I mean, I tried something. I gave it a shot. I mean, I don't regret it, of course, because I didn't really have a choice. I mean, if I didn't live so far from where my day job took me, I could have done this easily at home. But it just didn't happen. Now it's like my game is just completely just. I mean, here's the thing: like, the worst part of it, I tried Fubo TV on my phone, but the game just doesn't work. I mean, maybe I can try it this time and see if it works. And that looks like Dominic Leone is now on the mound for today. I mean, if I try the game on the phone, it's just going to be extremely delayed. Actually, maybe I'll try it this time. Okay, I'm going to try my phone instead. Okay. So my phone is actually going to be a little bit better this time. So I'll take that. So we got Dominic Leone. So this might be the turning point of the show. So Dominic Leone is waiting on his pitch. He already has 1 pitch and he's got 1 out. So he's already set the first impression to contain this nostalgia. And now here is Dominic Leone. And here's the pitch. And that is right there for a strike. Looks like this game is going to do a little bit better. So I guess next time just use the phone. Don't use hotspots or anything like that. Lesson learned, I guess. But it is what it is, right? But here's the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is down low for a ball. And Dominic Leone, who hasn't pitched with the Mariners since 2015, 2014, he was one of the better pitchers in the bullpen. in 2014, but then 2015 he just completely took a nosedive. Francisco Alvarez, who's responsible for an RBI single earlier in the game, and here's the pitch, and that is popped up to center field, and is Crawford there? Looks like there's some miscommunication, and Julio makes the catch, and now we've got 2 down so far. Looks like they got some World Baseball Classic giveaways going on September 11th with Julio Rodriguez bobblehead and Eugenio Suarez bobblehead both against the Angels. Very interesting idea, I must say. Well, I guess you gotta sell the tickets, I guess. As if you already are selling tickets. But yeah, this computer I have right now, it's gonna go in the toilet. And now here's the pitch from Leon, and that's gonna be upstairs for a ball. And I will say this, if Dominic Leon can get a shutout inning on this one in very limited pitches, then Scott Servais should just keep the hot hand, because if you're not getting hits, then why use someone else? And here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is a swing and a miss by Brandon Nimmo, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Great pitch by Dominic Leon, and Leon has just been absolutely on fire. I remember I was not looking forward to this at all, but Nimmo is now 1 for 2 with a single in the second. And pitch clock going down, and here's the 1-1, and that is in there for a strike, and the Mets are down to that final strike. And also, fans, I really do appreciate you guys bearing with me on this really odd situation that I'm in right now. And now here's Brandon Nimmo with the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's upstairs for a ball, 2-2. Mets 2 times through the order. Lindor is now 0 for 2, accepted that error, so he still did score. And now here's the 2-2 pitch by Leon, and here it is, and that's going to be a ball, full count, 3-2. Leon was trying to get a little bit cute with it, but it just didn't work. But hopefully we can get Brandon Nimmo out so we can get the offense going, which would be very ideal. Brett Baty was 0 for 2 as well. And now here's the 3-2 pitch. Down low for ball 4, and Leon almost had it, but now Brandon Nimmo gets on first base. And the way he walks to first base, he runs like David Eckstein, because I remember when David Eckstein would walk, he would just literally sprint to first base. David Eckstein was one of the great leadoff hitters for the Angels. I think he was the leadoff hitter, I think. But now here's Francisco Lindor. He's now batting .250, 25 home runs. And here is the pitch, and that is down low for a ball. I mean, even if Lindor, if Dominic Leon still gets out of this inning, he should still be allowed to pitch one more inning after this, because he's been pitching. Other than that walk, he's been pitching very well. So as long as you're below 20, you should get at least one more inning, I would say. That's my call. And now here's the 1-0 pitch from Dominic Leon, and that's swing and a miss, strike 1. Good stuff by Dominic Leon on that one. Mets are up 4-3. The last time they scored was on the Pete Alonso 2-run homer, very uncharacteristically given up by George Kirby. And now here is the 1-1 pitch by Lindor. And here's the pitch. And there is a fly ball to center field. Julio, is he there? He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. And finally, the Mets do not score for once. And now we go to the top of the 5th. It is still the Mets 4 and the Mariners 3.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Oh, Animal Sanctuary, that's just so cute. But hey, welcome back. Thank you for even coming back on such a unique circumstance for my show right now because I'm in a place where I don't have internet. I'm just working off of a hotspot to stream this show. And also I am running out of battery, so I better charge this phone right now. Plug it in there. It's down to 34% already. And I'm also streaming the game actually from my phone, and surprisingly, it's been doing a lot better on my phone than it has been on this old computer. That's from 2011. I just didn't want to bring my gaming laptop. I'd rather just keep it in my home. But now commercial break's still going on, and we are back from the break. Astros are now at 77 and 60. Mariners are 77 and 58. Just imagine if the Mariners won and the Astros did lose that one, which would be very ideal. And now here is J.P. Crawford. He takes it for a ball, and McGill is still pitching right now. He's been pitching pretty well until that inning. And J.P., the top of the lineup, like this is a great opportunity for the Mariners to come up with something. And now here's J.P. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's down low for a ball. Ball 2. When you get paid and monetized through YouTube, I am qualified with my watch hours, which I needed 4,000 in a year. I have about 6,000. But wait, let me answer that question. Here's the pitch and 3 balls. And I need 1,000 subscribers. So I need that by the time, so my watch hours hopefully don't go down. So hopefully all of you guys can help me get to the big subscriber count. And now here's the 3-0 pitch on the way, and that's a ball. And J.P. Crawford is awarded with a walk. And to celebrate, I'll play this.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
He does get on base. No, Animal Sanctuary, no bot accounts. They will immediately just absolutely get vetoed. So please do not get bot accounts. That's the equivalent of buying subs. I'd rather not do that, please. Just like in real estate, you don't buy leads. They're a complete waste of time and money. And here's Julio Rodriguez. It's now 4-3. Hopefully he can get something. And here's the pitch, and that is a ground ball foul. I mean, it looks like the confidence shifting is going towards the Mariners' favor, but I still wouldn't be that too optimistic. But I guess now that the pressure is off of George Kirby, I guess there's less pressure to provide George Kirby some run support, I guess, which is pretty sad. But now Julio Rodriguez batting .286, 24 home runs and 88 RBIs. Hopefully he can make it 90, which he can, or 89. And now here's the 1-1 pitch, and here's a line drive. Oh, and it's caught by him, and a throw to first, and that is a double play. That play just completely threw me off. It was a good play by Lindor. And is Scott Service calling for a challenge, or he's just extremely frustrated? Because that was a really nice hit. It was just well fielded. And it was an exit velocity of 111. It was a very impressive double play. It was a line drive, sort of, and Lindor, he did get it to second base. And Julio, I mean, there's really no point of challenging that call, to be honest. There really isn't. There's nothing reviewable anyway. Here's a pitch to Teoscar, and that's a line drive base hit. And if only that double play didn't happen, you would for sure have the bases loaded, or with Crawford's feet, you probably even get a run out of it. And looks like Buck Showalter is going to be calling to get that bullpen going. And hopefully the Mariners can, at least with that 2-out rally that they usually do. And here's Cal Raleigh, who was up to bat. Here's Cal Raleigh, batting .229 with 25 home runs and 64 RBIs. And here's the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. And anything else around the league, just checking for the scores. Let's check it like this. Texas is up 3-0, so Mariners absolutely have to win this game. And here's the pitch to Cal Raleigh, and that's going to be a 2-0 count. Looks like my game is on par, so I'm happy now. Just took some time for Fubo to work. Just didn't work well on the computer at all. It's a 3-0 count or 2-0 count. And that is a ground ball, and that's just not going to get it done. The throw to first, and it's in time. And still, the Mariners, even with the threatening, they still couldn't come up with anything. And now we go into the bottom of the fifth, and it is still the Mariners down by 1.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And looks like, yep, go ahead and call that number whenever you can. And hopefully my channel can just keep growing from here too, because I'm having a very tough day. I'm at 705 subscribers, but would be nice if you can help me get to like 710 by the end of the show. Now, ideally, my most delusional goal is to get me to like 730, which would keep me on par to get to 1,000. No, it looks like on over. No, I do not get paid. I'm only paid on incentive. So if he gets a customer and they do a project, then I get some money out of it. And now we are back from the break, and the Mets are still leading it 4-3, and hopefully the Mets could actually, or the Mariners could still get out of this inning. And I think, is that Dominic Leone? Looks like he's still on. Looks like they're keeping him in, which I do agree with. And if it doesn't work out, I'll take the fault for it. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. Leone's at 14 pitches so far, going to Jeff McNeil, batting .269 with 6 home runs and 48 RBIs. And here's the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 2. I mean, all right, time to move to Seattle. Let's get rooftop that bag. That's cute. That's kind of funny. And now here is the pitch from McNeil. And that is a line drive foul. That was a real break that the Mariners caught. They did catch a break on that one for sure. And now we're at a 2-1 count so far for Dominic Leone. Leone's been pitching pretty well in his first Mariners pitching. And here's the pitch. Down low for ball 3, and that's going to be a 3-1 count for Jeff McNeil. He is now 5 for 11 in this series. He's been killing the Mariners, that's for sure. And if you get a guy on first base, that's going to cause a lot of mess of problems. Here's Jeff McNeil. He's waiting on a 3-1 count, very likely to walk in. Here's the pitch, and that time is a strike. The 3-2 count. And McNeil is not happy with that call, or at least was questioning the call just a little bit, but it was already in the strike zone, so I don't know what it was to complain about. McNeil is now 5 for 11 in the series. I already said that before. He has a walk rate that is below the MLB average, so maybe that will work in Dominic Leone's favor, as if we really needed to, because we got to get out of this inning quick so the Mariners can get some offense going, which they really haven't. We got lucky a little bit. And now here's the pitch. And that is drilled to deep right field. Forget about that one. A home run by Jeff McNeil to make the lead 5-3 for the Mets. And you just knew that that one was just absolutely just hammered to right field. And now that's a home run. And now the Mets lead at 5-3. Very disappointing for the Mariners on that one. It's the bottom of the 5th. and Mariners just gave up a home run. And I said that leaving Dominic Leone in there was actually not a bad idea to save the bullpen arms. But then again, he was not looking great on that at bat. And now here is Daniel Vogelbach, who is up to bat right now. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. I mean, after this, no, there's no question that Dominic Leone is out of this one. I mean, I didn't question it because I just didn't want to burn the bullpen. But after this, Scott Service is probably going to do like ones and ones and ones and ones. And you're going to have nobody for the Reds game. Now, here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is a strike. So that's going to be a 1-2 count for Daniel Vogelbach. I mean, this is why losing that Mets game on Friday was very devastating. I'm going to say that. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way down in the dirt for ball 2. Because if the Mariners had won on Friday, then there wouldn't have been as much pressure to win this game, because now the pressure is really stacked up, because if you don't win, you go into Cincinnati with a burned out bullpen already. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. And Vogelbach is just not chasing it whatsoever. And I will say, Vogelbach, had he been DH for the Mariners, he could have been quite useful. But for some reason, it just did not work out. And I really did like Dan Vogelbach. He was really fun to watch, but he had absolutely no fielding, which is why he's a designated hitter. And now here is the 3-2 pitch on the way, and that is ball 4. And I think this is where you might want to pull out Dominic Leone. It is just not happening for him right now. His control is just completely gone. He just doesn't have it. And yep, Scott Service, he did pull him out exactly as I expected. And now they're going to bring in, who are they going to bring in? It's just a matter of who they're going to bring in. I guess we'll find out. But until then, I got a commercial to play once again.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
I have to step off for just a few moments, as I do have to make a call, because hashtag don't quit your day job. But until then, just enjoy this video.
There you go! Left field! We got a tie ball game! Julio! Oh, baby, what a moment!
They win the ball game 2-1, and the Mariners are going to the playoffs as a playoff contender.
Gino with a home run! Oh, baby! Hey now! Hey now! 8-7 Seattle! Home run for Julio Rodriguez! And the Mariners have a 2-1 lead!
And the magic carpet ride continues. This ball club has been amazing all season long.
And now I am back from the break. Had a little bit of a don't quit your day job kind of situation. I like that. Hashtag don't quit your day job. I like that. I like that my fans actually do acknowledge, and I really do appreciate your understanding, because I'm sure every YouTuber that goes through this, they have these situations where they literally cannot quit their day job, because everyone's got to pay their bills. They got to feed their families. They got to feed themselves. They got to support themselves. and do what they need to do. And hopefully this will be the long-term thing where, at least even if I still have a do not quit your day job situation, hopefully I'm still in that position where I at least still have that credibility where something is more structured. But until then, I mean, this is just going to be the grind. But hey, look at maybe years from now, if I am doing pretty well, then maybe you'll see, maybe we'll laugh at this, and maybe this will be something of value where maybe you'll see, we'll see this and how funny it was, where I was like, oh crap, this Fubo thing is not working at all. Ah! And now we got Isaiah Campbell. He is coming out from the bullpen. 20 strikeouts on an 8-walk ratio. Not a good ratio whatsoever. But hopefully he can get something done on this one. The Mariners are really saving their pitchers until the later innings, but unfortunately they were not able to do it today. Dan Vogelbach is at first base right now. Dan Vogelbach is just one big dude. DJ Stewart, who's been killing the Mariners this series, he's back up to the plate right now. And now here is the pitch. And that is a strike. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today, so that's a good thing at least. I think those 2 were from George Kirby, I must say. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. Stewart has a 29.1% strikeout rate, higher than the MLB average. But now he's looking at an 0-2 pitch right now. Hopefully he can get a strikeout to at least make it 2 outs, get the confidence to get out of this inning. We met on YouTube, Animal Sanctuary. We met on YouTube. I just commented, and it just went from there. Looking to meet him in March, maybe. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. This makes me want to eat a chicken for sure. And now here's Stewart working on an 0-2, 1-2. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 by Isaiah Campbell. And that's his 3rd strikeout going against him. And now we've got 2 outs. Man, I gotta take notes somewhere. Just gonna do it on here. And now we got Mauricio, who has actually been just killing the Mariners and throughout this entire series. He's hit very well, so he's a very dangerous hitter. And here's the pitch, and that is upstairs for a ball. Mauricio, who did make his debut the other day. Campbell, he's working on a 1-0 right now. He's been pitching pretty well, and here's the pitch, and that is a ball. Here's the pitch. And that is a wild pitch that gets on by. Oh, but there was no run to second base. That was really surprising. Should have, but I mean, it's Daniel Vogelbach. He's not going to run anyway. Here's Ronnie Mauricio, 5 for 9 in this series. Here's a 3-0. And that is a line drive, and that is going to go to Mike Ford, and that will retire the side. But Jeff McNeil hits a home run. And before I get into commercial break, I did change my name to Rooftop Sports from Rooftop Mariner because Mariners at this point is just too niche. So I decided to just expand it just a little bit. Going to the Seahawks now.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you would like those services, call that number. He'll help you. And now looks like, wow, nothing so far. Still on commercial break right now, unfortunately. I guess Fubo TV, it basically only works if you're using your phone. Computer is like shot. Tablet basically just doesn't work. My laptop from 2011 obviously doesn't work. So that's why you don't go cheap on everything. I have considered buying a laptop, but there's not much, unless you guys want to throw in some money in there to help fund my laptop. That'd be fantastic, but it's up to you guys. I'm not going to push it. Justin Topa, he's been pitching pretty well in the bullpen since August 1st for what they say. 12 strikeouts and just 3 walks. Only give up 1 earned run. And now we go into the top of the 6th. And now here is Eugenio Suarez. He is up to bat. And he swings and misses. And McGill, he is still pitching. He's been pitching very well for the Mets. And now here's Eugenio Suarez. He was hit by the pitch. And here is the pitch. And check swing, did he go? He did not even have to swing at that. And now he's down to an 0-2 count already. And with that high strikeout rate that he does have, I would guess he's gonna be striking out this one. Guarantee it. Now here's the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? He did not. And why are you even still check swinging that? This guy just doesn't really have much plate discipline whatsoever. And he's 1 for 10 in the series, so his limited contributions have just hurt this team. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is upstairs for a ball. Luckily, it was a ball. Suarez is 1 for 10. McGill at 83 pitches. I think he can easily go into the 7th inning, depending how this inning goes. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. And hopefully Suarez doesn't chase anything stupid. But it's a complete mind game, I must say. And Suarez is waiting at 3-2. McGill taking his time. And here is the 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shocker. Surprise, surprise. He strikes out. Yep. I mean, the best thing that laptop is good for is just taking notes. But Suarez with just a strikeout, and that's terrible. And looks like Buck Showalter, looks like he's taking McGill out of this game. I really hope that backfires, because if you're taking out a starter that has the hot hand that at least struck out Suarez, I hope that does backfire. So let's hope that Buck Showalter did Scott service the situation.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And yep, we're back from well, we're not exactly back from commercial break, but hopefully in the future of this channel, because I'll tell you my other intentions of this channel. Other than wanting to just talk about the Mariners and the Seahawks with my personality, the other thing I really do have is I would really like to help lift small businesses, local small businesses around here in Washington with these commercials and just play them throughout commercial break. And hopefully I can get like a huge line of them, because I don't want to just keep playing Circuit City commercials or old commercials from like the early 2000s that I completely missed. But like Modern Exterior Solutions, some other business, whoever wants to grow their business, or if there's schools out there that want to grow their schools or summer camps, I would love to be that guy to advertise for that. But right now, I just got to keep grinding. I'm still at the 700 subscribers, 705. Help me get to 710 by the end of the show. And now here's Dominic Canzone. Can he do anything? And that is in there for, not even in there for, that's a ball. Suarez was the guy who struck out. I didn't like him putting in number 5, but here is Canzone, and that is obviously going to be a strike. Well, it sounds like that was a makeup call. Brooks Raley, he has 46 strikeouts and 23 walks. Mariners scoring recap, Canzone with a 2-run home run, Ford with a solo home run. And now here is the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And this bullpen is, they're at least playing well on Canzone so far, and they're showing the replay. And now here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And we've got 2 outs right now. And maybe the Mariners do a 2-out so what situation? Who knows? But Haley's doing pretty well so far. Already got a strikeout on Dominic Canzone. And now here's Mike Ford. And hopefully the Mariners can make something happen out of this. Can the Mariners at least make a 1-run game with Mike Ford? And here's the pitch. And that is a strike. Mike Raley with 5 pitch, and here's the pitch. And that is another strike. Couldn't expect that to be a ball, could you? It was kind of in there anyway. And they say it's outside the strike zone, but that strike zone doesn't really mean anything because it's up to the umpire's discretion, unfortunately. And now here is Mike Ford. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's foul ball. So at least you're putting some work on Raley on this one. Make him pitch all the time so they can end up recycling for another pitcher. As you can tell, I'm very uncomfortable right now. And now here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And that is a popped up, and that's just not going to do it. He's there. Alonso makes the catch, and that will retire the side. And the Mariners once again come up with absolutely nothing. And we go into this commercial break once again. The Mets are still leading it 5-3.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And we are back from the break. And yep, this has been a very frustrating game. George Kirby could not even last into the 4th inning. And then the Mets scored another run to make it 5-3. mean, I'll be looking forward to making these shorts. I think. I don't know. Sadly, my live thing doesn't have a timer on it, so I can't really tell where exactly to cut these videos. So I'm gonna have a very long night editing because, you know, hashtag don't quit your day job. It's one of the pains of grinding, but it is what it is. Now I got Francisco Lindor. I think he's the one that's up right now, I think. I gotta double check and see if that is. I don't know if that is. Nope, it's not. And that is a strike. It looks like Campbell is still pitching. He's got that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So hopefully, yeah, you are saving arms for others when you're using the others. Now here's the pitch. And that's a ball. What a tough game this has been for the Mariners so far. Here's Campbell with 10 pitches so far. It's a 1-1. And here's the pitch. And that is drilled to right field, and that is a base hit. And the Mets have a man on board, and this pitching staff just cannot escape the offense of the New York Mets. Like, I know they're a bad team, but they're still a force to be reckoned with. I mean, let's take a look and see the Mets offense so far this season. Especially if Campbell, he's not really the best pitcher in the bullpen. Like, this is where the bullpen's just not that good. Like, I know the offense is not scoring, but when the bullpen is giving up runs, it's still not great at all. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Here's the pitch, and that is a fly ball to deep right field and foul. Luckily, that was foul, but at least he had a strike out of it. But Alvarez, he hit that RBI single in the second inning, which really did hurt. And that was an offense overall. We got to look at how their Mets offense really is. Here's Alvarez. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. The Mets are 19th in offense, while the Mariners are 11th in offense this season. But if you look at last 7 days, batting .286 so far this series for Francisco Alvarez. Here's the 1-2. And that is a ground ball. Could be double play ball. The throw to second, the throw to first, and it's in time for the double play. And the Mariners catch a break, and hopefully they get this out real quickly. Hopefully they can take this confidence going into the 7th inning. Good heads-up play by J.P. Crawford. And Rojas to throw to first in time for the double play. The offense in the last 7 days, Mariners have actually fallen in their offense in the last 7 days, I must say. But Mets are still 19th in offense, but they still have a good offense. It's not like the personnel is any problem. It was like their pitching was just awful. So much that they traded away Justin Verlander to the Astros, and hopefully the Mariners don't get Verlander at all. Here's Brandon Nimmo batting .261 with 20 home runs, and here is a line drive foul. And the Rangers, if you're wondering how they're doing, they're still up 3-0. So that's something to definitely pay attention to, is the Texas Rangers are still winning 3-0, and it's middle of the fourth, and due up is Simeon, Seager, and Lowe. So I would think this game's pretty much over. And there's the pitch, and that is a line drive. That's a ground ball base hit to left field, and Nimmo gets on base, and that gets Francisco Lindor. They have the top of the lineup that could cause a mess of problems for the Seattle Mariners. And now we got for the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds don't have a pitcher announced. Connor Phillips is making his major league debut, and Lyon Richardson, he's going to be pitching, and I expect the Reds to at least get one of those games. I think they will get I think the Brian Wu game will be lost, unfortunately. But you got to get a sweep against the Reds to make up for it. Here's the pitch, and that is low for a ball. Cubs have just destroyed the Reds 15-7. Lindor batting .249 with 25 home runs and 81 RBIs. Let's hope they can get some. Hopefully, let's get this guy out. Here's the pitch, and that was a ball as well. I thought that was going to be a strike. Maybe the umpire would have just given me a little gimme, but it does not happen. Campbell with 19 pitches. He is absolutely done after this inning. And here's Francisco Lindor waiting. It is 5-3. And here's the pitch. And that is a strike. Now it's going to be a 2-1 count. I mean, Mariners really got to get out of this inning. They got to show something on the offense, because if you don't score anything on the offense, you can forget about winning this series, let alone this game. Here's Lindor. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball 3. And that was, I think that one should have been in the strike zone as well. Maybe that should have been a gimme, but that was a little bit outside. And the umpire's just been a little bit flip-flopsy today. But it doesn't really matter, because you still gotta get after it. It's a 3-1 count. Pretty likely could be a walk. And here's a 3-1 pitch. And that's a foul ball. So the Mariners catch a break on that one. Now it's a 3-2 count. Really got to get out of this inning as quickly as possible. So hopefully the Mariners can get the offense back on track, because they still got to score. They got to win this game. See if the Mariners can get anything done on this one. And here is the 3-2 pitch. And that's a foul again. He's trying to get him to jam him up. That's what Campbell is exactly trying to do. It's not a bad strategy, but when you're on 3-2, you still got to be very careful. But yeah, he was trying to get him on the inside, but he just happened to make contact on it. It's a 3-2. Lindor is 0 for 3 right now. Now here's a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side as Isaiah Campbell gets out of the inning. And the Mariners will have to step up this time around, as the Mets still lead it 5-3. I'm going to note it as bottom 6th, Campbell, K. Great. Now I'm going to really be on commercial break.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And I'm back from the show, trying to get some things done. Whew. Don't quit your day job, right? As I am still trying to cover this Mariners game, because I got to get every bit of shorts to put out there as much as I can. Basically, this is just glorified filming myself for my shorts. And now it looks like we got Dylan Moore. He is pinch hitting right now. And he's already down to an 0-2 count. So he is pinch hitting. Looks like he's pinch hitting for Cade Marlowe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And now here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's a ball. I'm not sure on this situation, because I mean, Cade Marlowe has been struggling. So I guess it's a matchup thing. It's a lefty-righty thing. That's what it's really about. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. And that's a ball, and he gets away with it again. Good eye by Dylan Moore. Let's get this man to first base as much as we can. And Dylan Moore has a 2-2. And here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball to deep left field, but that's not going to go anywhere. He's there. He makes the catch, and we've got one down so far. And it looks like someone just rang the doorbell, so looks like I'll be right back, because hashtag don't quit your day job. And we are back from, well, my don't quit my day job situation for the meantime, but it looks like Pete Alonso just hit a home run. Like, I get it. The offense absolutely sucked today, but the bullpen isn't innocent either. They are just as guilty for giving up 2 runs, and they were very critical runs. Dominic Leone giving a run, and then Trent Thornton giving up a run. So the personnel of this bullpen is an absolute problem, but it's just that nobody wants to admit it because everyone just wants to kiss their ass for whatever stupid reason. But right now, the Mariners are down 6-3 as Pete Alonso hit that home run, and now it is 6-3, and looks like that's going to be Daniel Vogelbach up to bat so far. And Trent Thornton's already given up a home run to Daniel Vogelbach. And now here is the pitch, and that is a strike. And this bullpen, this is exactly like I'm really concerned about this team. Like, and here's the pitch, and that's a ball. Because 3 of those series sweeps or wins that the Mariners had, they were against teams that literally were on fire sale on steroids. I mean, the Mets, they're still talented. And here's the pitch. Strike 3 called, and Trent Thornton throws him out, and that's going to be that's a 2-2. That's how I say it's 2 outs. And now it looks like we've got, well, I don't know. Next guy up bat. Looks like it's Stewart. He's up to bat right now. The good news is I'll at least be able to finish this game. Had a little bit of some awkward moments because of don't quit your day job situations. And Trent Thornton throws it in for a strike. And to say that this game has been absolutely frustrating, it is an absolute understatement because you're playing against a team that's on a fire sale. And I knew this was going to be a tough series. Like, everyone should have known that. But no one saw it coming, unfortunately. It looks like Twins have just tied the game to make it 3-3. Maybe I'll cover that game too. Might as well at this point. But yeah, Pete Alonso did give up that home run, unfortunately, to say the least. And here's DJ Stewart. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. I'm starting to think that Trent Thornton is just not the guy. Like, as much as people want to admit it, the talent is not the problem for this bullpen. It's just they don't have the mentality to handle these high leverage situations. They don't. Like, I would say that usually the bullpen is usually good when the Mariners pretty much already have the game done anyway. I mean, 3 runs, you would think, for a very solid pitching, that would still be enough. In the Felix era, 3 runs would be more than enough. And here's the 1-2 pitch, and here's a fly ball to left field or to third base. Suarez is there, makes the catch, but Pete Alonso extends the lead with a home run. And we'll get back after this break, and let's do the Modern Exterior commercial.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And if you would like that service, go ahead and call that number when you get the opportunity. Might as well like start making my thumbnails at this point. What a frustrating game this has been. This game has just been an absolute catastrophe. It's only 6-3, but with the Mariners offense just doesn't have that momentum. And then you have the bullpen just pretty much crushing their confidence. Like, this is a game where you just say it's on everyone. It's on absolutely everyone. George Kirby did not pitch to his par. You had the offense just providing absolutely nothing. I mean, other than yesterday, their offense has been quite concerning in the past week. It really has been. Now looks like Teoscar Hernandez will be up to bat. Hopefully he can do something and definitely get something done. It's Teoscar Hernandez. He's up to bat. He has 6 home runs. He's working on a 12-game hitting streak. Let's see if he can get something, because he's really good. And we got Trevor Gott. So, Trevor Gott has been doing a little bit better since joining the Mets. But you would think that this would be an opportunistic moment for the Mariners, because Trevor Gott hasn't been a good pitcher. He wasn't good with the Mariners at all. He's a 4.62 ERA. He was not one of the good start bullpen pitchers, and that's wild for a ball. And I'm hoping that this decision really does backfire. Trevor Gott 55 strikeouts and 15 walks. Just trying to see how good he was or bad he was. And here is the 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. He's still not pitching any better. I mean, this is an opportunity for the Mariners to get something, unless this is the whole you know us and we know you kind of situation, which it does seem out to be. Let's hope that's not the case. Oh, wait, Julio's up. I lied. And here is the pitch. And that's ground ball foul. Teoscar is on deck right now. This game, once again, it's been at most frustrating. Julio with a 15-game hitting streak, and that hitting streak is endangered. It's an endangered species. And here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball. That's going to be a 2-2 count. And for those that have been sticking with me throughout this show, I really do appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button whenever you get the opportunity. And now here's the pitch. And that is upstairs for ball 3, 3-2. I would be content with a walk on this one at this point. Now here is the 3-2 pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball. He didn't even have to swing at that one, and he really shouldn't have. So that's going to be still at strike 2. And once again, I got to go once again because hashtag don't quit your day job. And I do apologize about that. It's just, this is probably not an ideal way to cover a game anymore. It's just, there's just too much. Don't quit your day jobs. It just happens at a drop of a dime. Your phone is ringing. It's just blowing up. You can't not take the call. And now we're at a 3-2 count for Cal Raleigh. Trevor Gott looks like he's had the Mariners numbers. He's clearly getting his revenge on them. That's for sure. And here's Trevor Gott, former Mariner. And here is the 3-2 pitch on the way. And that is inside for ball 4. Take your base. And now the Mariners kind of have an opportunity to make something out of it.
Because he gets on base.
And now Trevor Gott has a chance to really get his revenge on this team. And hopefully he does not. Hopefully that this decision to bring in Trevor Gott will completely backfire on them. That's what we're all hoping, but don't see that happening. Here's the pitch, and that is upstairs for a ball for Eugenio Suarez. Suarez has just been absolutely been doing nothing throughout this entire series and this game today. And here is the 1-0 pitch on the way, and that is upstairs for a ball once again, 2-0. Suarez is now 0 for 2, hit by the pitch. So he did at least score a run. Here's the pitch, and that is popped up, but nothing. Like, you at least got to get a home run on this one. Like, you absolutely need a home run. Like, anything less, you just cannot settle for it, because knowing that Suarez strikes out too much, doesn't really get on. He doesn't really run. That's the problem. So they're going to have to come up with something. He has to do something. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball. Is that going to be caught? Nope. Looks like that is completely out of play. And it's a 2-2 count. And surprisingly, I've somehow still gotten 47 views out of this disastrous of a live stream. And now here is 2-2 pitch for Eugenio Suarez on the way. And here it is. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Trevor Gott certainly gets his revenge on the Mariners. And wow, Trevor Gott gave his little bit of little glove slap on his former team. That seems patronizing to begin with. Wow. So that was top of the 8th inning, and the Mariners will be down to their final 3 outs, as the Mariners, they don't really have a chance to win this game at all, unfortunately. I mean, I hate to say it, but I just don't see it happening at all. And there's the top of the 8th. Gott strikes out Suarez. I'm going to put that as a YouTube short, unfortunately, when I get the opportunity. But what an unfortunate game this has been for the Mariners so far. It's 6-3. Oh yeah, I got to play this commercial. Deal with it.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And we are back. Well, kind of not back from the break at all. But I'm just replying to my friend Jay Trident Podcast. He's cheering for all these other teams because they are playing against the teams with those playoff implications. And I basically said to him, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. And it looks like we are back from the break. And it looks like there's that view from the Statue of Liberty. And now Justin Topa is in the mound today. Or no, it's Trent Thornton. So it looks like they're really just mopping up. It sounds like Scott Service, he seems to have thrown in the towel on this one, unfortunately. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. He got away with that one. And I think this one, I'm trying to wonder who this hitter is. It's Ronnie Mauricio. He's working on an 0-1 count right now. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. 1-1 the count. Ronnie Mauricio, 5 for 10 in the series. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it went to the dirt for strike 2. I mean, it looks like it's in the mindset the Mariners are just getting ready for the Red Series, which is not an ideal mindset to have. And this is not an ideal start to September at all. Ronnie Mauricio. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And that's a ground ball to J.P. Crawford. Should be the easy play. The throw to first, and it's just in time. And there is one down for the New York Mets. And the upcoming schedule got the Cincinnati Reds, then the Tampa Bay Rays for the next 2 on the road trip. This is going to be a very difficult road trip for the Seattle Mariners. You got Cincinnati Reds who are fighting for their lives, and you got the Tampa Bay Rays who are at least leading the wild card. So Mariners have got to take first. They got to sweep the Reds because you got to make up for that disastrous of a Mets series that it may be. And then you've got to at least take 3 of 4. I would like to say 3 of 4. I mean, at this point, with the way this series is going, I would like a sweep on Cincinnati and a 3 of 4 at least from Tampa Bay. Because at this point, I mean, there's really no room for error. Every game counts. Like, there's no room for just saying at least if there's like, well, you know what I mean. Here's Brett Baty, and here's the pitch. And that is a fly ball to left field. Should be easy play. And Julio makes the catch. He ran in there. Good communication by Julio Rodriguez to get that one. And now there's 2 outs already. As if maybe Justin Topa should have been used earlier because wait, no, this is Trent Thornton. What am I talking about? But at least only 2 pitches were used, and they were not one of the good ones. So at least Scott Service made somewhat of good decisions, at least when maybe the game was out of reach. But the thing was, it really wasn't that much out of reach at all. And here's Francisco Alvarez, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And Thornton's finally catching fire on this one, especially after giving up that home run to Pete Alonso, unfortunately. But yeah, McGill, he looked like a Cy Young Award pitcher today, other than those home runs that were given up. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball, 1-1. Francisco Alvarez, 1 for 3. He had the crucial RBI single. And now it looks like Cal Raleigh is going up there to have a little chat with him. And this offensive utility today just really proves that the Mariners really have got to get their players back. You got to get Jared Kelenic back. You got to get Tom Murphy back. And Jared Kelenic coming back in September would be a pretty good timing because he is, I do call him the Mr. Late September. So hopefully Mariners can take advantage of that. But at this time, not really much right now. And here's Francisco Alvarez. He's working on a 1-1. And here is the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count. And trying to go around the league right now. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Francisco Alvarez is 2 for 8 in the series, and one of those hits was very crucial. Blue Jays and Rockies are tied right now. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. And it's top of the 6th right now, and it's still 3-3. It's still Texas Rangers, and the Twins are still deadlocked tied right now. And here's Alvarez with a 3-2 count, and here's the pitch, and that is popped up and foul. Francisco Alvarez is still working on a 3-2 count. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side, and the Mariners have their final chance. They're down by 3, and hopefully they can make some kind of a miracle comeback. And Trent Thornton was showing a little bit of his passion, and now time for me to show a little bit of a commercial.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Gotta make another call. And I am back, and I'm going to try to get this game on. And I'm considering to cover the Texas Rangers game because it is still only the last few innings, and I still have a few hours, but I still got to do the post-game show after this one. I mean, it seems like this game for the Mariners, it seems to be a foregone conclusion, unfortunately. And right now I'm looking at the Twins and Texas Rangers score, and it's 3-3 right now. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so. Could use some help. Still stuck at that 705. Was hoping to get some numbers increased today. Still at 705 as of now. 706 would make me really happy considering how this game has gone. And for the highlights, I will release some of the highlights tonight. Won't be able to because I don't even have a good computer to do really anything right now. Unfortunately so. And it's top of the 6th, and looks like, yep. It looks like we got Dominic Canzone. Looks like he may be on deck because Suarez did strike out. So that means I would think that, well, I'll figure out who's going to be up. So Canzone and Ford were the only offensive scorers. Hopefully the Mariners can make some kind of an inspiring comeback because they really do need to do that. Because you can't guarantee the Yankees will beat the Astros. And you can't guarantee that the Twins are going to beat the Texas Rangers, knowing that the Texas Rangers are at home. So it would be a lot to bank on. And here is Dominic Canzone. He is up to bat right now. Looks like he got Cal Raleigh on deck, if I'm correct. I don't think that is Cal Raleigh. That was probably Mike Ford. Yeah, that was Mike Ford. And here's Dominic Canzone, got Adam Ottavino. And here is the pitch. And that was a nice little curveball for a strike. That was a nice 78 mile an hour. Here's Ottavino. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul tip. He was really trying to murder that ball, but it just didn't happen. And that's going to be 5 home runs and 15 RBIs for Dominic Canzone. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Mariners are down to just 2 outs. As if this game has just been frustrating on so many levels. The offense has just been absolutely flat. George Kirby could not even get 4 innings of work. The bullpen just completely was a letdown. And here's Mike Ford on the way. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. And if I'm Mike Ford, you gotta make something happen. I mean, at this point, just take a walk if you can. Maybe someone will pinch run for you. We've got Sam Haggerty that can take your spot for that. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's a ball. Good eye. 2-0 the count. Hoping that the Mariners can come up with anything. And after this, I'm going to take another break. I got to film my post-game show. And I'm looking to cover the Texas Rangers game as well. And now here is the 2-0 pitch. And that's ball 3-0. And if I'm Mike Ford, I would say take the red light. Just take the pitch because there's no good to swinging it right now. You want to get on base to get some confidence going. Here's the 3-0. And that's a strike. And that was outside the strike zone. But that is not going to be handed. I mean, I was okay with taking it, but umpire called it outside the strike zone. I mean, it's pretty trivial to like complain about it, but it was still a ball. And now here is the 3-1 pitch on the way, and that is ball 4. Take your base.
What do you?
And we got a man on for.
Because he gets on base.
And hopefully got Dylan Moore up to bat. I mean, there's not much really going on because his bat has really cooled down. So I don't really expect them to – I don't really expect much out of them. Maybe just get a single or just take another walk if that's possible because this guy kind of doesn't have his control right now. And here's the pitch, and that time that is in there for a strike. I mean, he did lose his control on Mike Ford, but hopefully Dylan Moore can do something and get something done. And now here is the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is outside for a ball. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Dylan Moore 0 for 1 with a fly out in the 7th. It did look good. I thought it could go somewhere. The swing looked really nice, but nothing happened. And now here is the 1-1 pitch on the way, and that was right in there for a strike. Why did you not even at least try to take a swing on that? And now you're down to your final strike. Dylan Moore is now 1 for 2, or he's on a 1-2 count. He's 0 for 1 right now. Here's Ottavino with the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball. He really wanted that one. I think it was just he pushed it just a little bit. It could have gone somewhere if it was. I mean, that swing looked really good. That was a pretty good swing. I will give him that. Dylan Moore is now 0 for 1. And now here is waiting. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is upstairs for a ball, just barely. And that catcher, Alvarez, was just trying to sell it to him. But fortunately, the umpire just did not want to gift it to him. It was barely a ball. I mean, any other situation, that could have been a strike. And here is a 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And a foul ball again. And he didn't even have to swing at that one. It was inside. I mean, it's baseball, 92 miles an hour. Like, it doesn't even give you time to think. But in our eyes, you just shouldn't have swung at that. 14 pitches for Ottavino. They're at least putting work on him, which is a good thing. And now here's the 2-2 pitch on the way, and a fly ball left field. Is it fair? It is just foul. That looked really good, and that could just be the confidence breaker as Dylan Moore just could not believe it. That could have easily changed the course of this game, but it did not. So now they're down to just a 2-2 count. And here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. And that's ball 3. 3-2 for Dylan Moore. And hopefully they can get something done on this one. 16 pitches in for Ottavino. It's a 3-2 count. It's a full count 3-2. And can Dylan Moore get something done on this one? Here is Moore. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. And that is strike 3 called. Why didn't you swing at that one, Dylan Moore? And now the Mariners are down to their final strike. That was just right there, slap dab in the middle, and you could not get that one in there. You just could not hit that one, could you? I guess I at least have a lot of low lights for the Mariners for today. Here is Sam Haggerty. Looks like he is pinch hitting lefty-righty matchups. And here is the pitch, and that is a foul ball. And that bat just got splintered. That was a nice nat. Wow, and that bat was that could have taken everything out. Very nice. But the Mariners are down to their final strike, unfortunately. And look at that bat. That just, wow. That was a nice little splinter. That could have been like a cut on anywhere. If he didn't wear those gloves, that would have been dangerous. And that bat just went into the batting stance, and that was a nice little split of the bat. Dylan Moore or Sam Haggerty is trying to get a new bat. He's batting 193 with only 1 home run. And looking at the other score, the Texas Rangers, they have a man on first base right now, so that could be dangerous. I mean, the Mariners, they cannot afford to lose this. Here's Sam Haggerty. Here is the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that is a strike. It's going to be strike 2. It looks like Texas Rangers are now threatening to break the tie. Here's Sam Haggerty working on an 0-2 count. And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And did that hit him? It looked like it did, but that is inside for ball 1. But as you can tell, the Mariners are down to their final strike. And if the Mariners don't win this one, they will end up losing the series to a team that went on a recent fire sale, which would be an absolute embarrassment. Here's Sam Haggerty. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it is outside for a ball. And that is a 2-2 count for Sam Haggerty. He is still trying to stay alive. You got Mike Ford at first base right now. I think he replaced Cade Marlowe. I can't tell who he replaced at this point. Here's Sam Haggerty. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that is a ground ball, and I just lost the feed. What the hell? Looks like it's going to the post-game show. That's what it was. And now I just lost the feed. This is very awkward. Like, this is why Fubo TV is just, it's just absolutely atrocious. I just lost the feed. I'll just see what happened at the very end of the game. Looks like there's a, oh, yeah, they just lost. And the ball game is over. J.P. Crawford just struck out. So that is it. The Mariners lose 6-3, and as frustrating as that could get, unfortunately. So I'm going to end this right now. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm now going to film this post-game show really quick, and I'll post it whenever I can. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your flexibilities. And also, to make me feel better, hit that subscribe button.